This Thursday, after all the dishes are cleared and the leftover turkey is stored away, it'll be time to fill the room with the aroma of that delicious golden brown pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie has been voted as the most popular dessert served across the country on Thanksgiving, as family members of all ages delight in the fall favorite. But does the flavor translate well to snacking? Today we gather around the table to be thankful for another year of snacking and ask, "You tried that?" You tried that. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm Nick Novak with my pals. Chad Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Hey.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving.
You know, you're talking about like Thanksgiving snacks. I feel like they don't there's Christmas flavored snacks, there's Halloween. Why aren't there more Thanksgiving snacks, right? There'll be like a couple pumpkin things like we're trying today, but like
there's Christmas flavored snacks.
It's like all this candy cane crap and like Reese's trees, right? Like, why isn't there a Reese's turkey
eggnog
or something like that?
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because Thanksgiving is already based around eating a lot. It's like sort of just a food holiday. Like, I know it's supposed to be gathering with family, being thankful for stuff, but it's mostly about eating, right?
Yeah, I'm just thankful for the big ass fucking turkey. And
I was thankful that old asshole from my family just brought some stuffing for me to eat. I don't care about seeing them.
Aside from turkey being gone, which would be really noticeable, obviously, which is the one thing that you show up to the Thanksgiving table, it's absent, and you are the most upset about that?
I mean, I would straight up get up and leave if there was no stuffing. Why did I come here? It's not to see you.
Let me ask you this, stuffing, man. Stuffing is eaten on Thanksgiving all the time, and I like stuffing, but I don't eat it almost ever outside of Thanksgiving. Are you the same way?
Yes, and I should. It's easy to make. Well, not easy to make, but it's not hard to make. And like, if you really want to, you can just eat stovetop. And I don't know why I don't, because it's tasty as bitch. It's something I'll get at like Boston Market, although I couldn't remember the last time I've done that. So in theory, I could get it. But yeah, that's a great point. I should incorporate stuffing as a food stuff more often.
Chad, what would you miss?
I think if there's no pumpkin pie, and it doesn't actually, it doesn't even have to be pumpkin pie, really. Like, if you want to substitute a different pie, that's fine. Like, if you're like, okay, Thanksgiving is for apple pie or something, all right, I can work with that. But I think there needs to be a pie at the table. And I'm not even the biggest pie fan. Like I've said before, cake is better than pie. But like, if you served me a Thanksgiving cake, I'd be like, what? And then I'd eat it. But I'd still be very confused.
I think like it's Thanksgiving, all the foods are really like, you only eat them at Thanksgiving. Like I don't ever roast a turkey or eat turkey as like maybe like turkey meat
outside
for
of lunch
deli
meat
sandwich or something.
Right.
Only if I go to Boston Market.
You never get like a big ass turkey leg at the fair or at Six Flags?
Really?
Or something?
No. Or like sweet potato casserole. I eat sweet potatoes, but like not sweet or green bean casserole. It's only something you see at Thanksgiving. And I like all these foods. I don't know why I don't make them. I just don't.
Bread. Only eat bread at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Mine would be mashed potatoes. I always look forward to the mashed potatoes. I love them, and I feel like I have them at other times of the year, but I'm way too lazy to make them. Just because I hate the whole process of peeling them and mashing them up and everything. So,
do you guys ever eat those potato buds style, like the instant mashed potatoes?
I do, yeah. My family refuses to, but I like them.
They're fine. They're not real mashed potatoes, but they're close enough, and it's a starch for dinner that I can get down in 5 minutes.
I actually was researching that when I was looking about pumpkin pie, that it is the most popular dessert, but it was just barely ahead of a different pie. And I'm guessing there's other parts of the country. What do you think that other popular pie was for Thanksgiving?
Well, I guess it's not apple. That's too obvious.
No.
So pecan.
That's what I was going to say.
It was pecan pie, yeah.
My mother-in-law will typically have one of each, or maybe it's my mom. Now I'm going to get in trouble. But it's one of them. We'll have typically both at the table, and I will eat a slice of both because they're both delicious pies.
All right, I'm going to fill you guys in about some Thanksgiving history. So I was reading up about it a bit, and this is part of the strange and twisted history of Thanksgiving. This is what I found, okay? That was the title of the article.
You're about to blow the top off of Thanksgiving.
You thought that all these Native Americans and pilgrims just got along. It says there are a couple different headings in here. One of them is "Be glad you're eating turkey."
Oh boy.
It says it's a paragraph long here. We often think of
it could have been human.
Rats.
Hold on.
Oh boy.
We often think of the Pilgrims as inventors of Thanksgiving. I guess we do. And while they certainly popularized the idea with a feast with Native Americans in 1621 in what's now Massachusetts, they weren't the first European settlers to count their blessing with a large harvest meal. Beginning in the 1610s, colonists in Jamestown had their own celebrations that combined prayer and food. They were very thankful that year, seeing as how the winter of 1609 had been so harsh and the colonists had been so unprepared that they had to resort to eating horses, their shoes, rats, and other colonists that had already died.
Okay, just real quick about that list. You think if you were writing that list, you would put it in order of increasing disgustingness, but they put shoes before rats, which I found interesting there. Like,
rats are at
I'd
least
definitely
meat.
rather eat a rat than shoe.
Damn shoes.
Also, when it comes time to eat somebody, is it like...
Start with the shoe.
You were just eating shoes, so there are still shoes in town.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, maybe, don't eat my brother.
You're in Massachusetts. Just check out the original Boston Market. It's going to be around there somewhere. Yeah, I'll take the sweet potatoes and a set of shoes. Wait, how do you eat a shoe? Because back then they were like tough leather. How are you even eating that? Like, I don't understand the process.
Today's You Tried Dat. We're going to find out.
All right, reach down, untie one shoe.
Okay, well, between horse and rat, which one would you guys pick?
Horse.
Is that your answer, Novak?
I feel like Please eat the shoes.
I feel like horse, right? Like horse is more...
Horse is eaten around a lot of the world today, right? Like French...
It is?
The French eat horse, I think, and horse is like it's just something we don't eat, but it's like functionally there's really no difference between a horse and a cow. I mean, they're different animals. I get that they're different, but I mean, let me clarify. Functionally, there's a lot of differences, but it's not like it's just another livestock. Whereas like rats are like nasty and have diseases and like they're beady-eyed looking motherfuckers, and you need a lot of rats to get sated as well. Like a one horse, you can't eat all that horse.
I don't think it's because they're dirty. I'm sure a 1609 horse was probably pretty dirty too.
Yeah.
Pristine horse. No, well, they don't bear like diseases. Is what I mean by dirty. Like they didn't. The plague didn't start because there was a bunch of horses running around. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no horse has ever gotten sick. I think that's true. But
no, because they take all that ivermectin that cures everything.
You can't get like a big rat fillet, right? There's no like rat. The rat equivalent of like a T-bone or something is like the size of a pea.
Right. So 30-day dry-aged rat is actually
Yeah, I think it's got to be horse.
Okay, so it's definitely horse. Now, horse or person?
Look, there's no functional difference between a person and a horse.
Is it 30-day dry-aged person? Because then maybe
the people didn't have as many diseases either back then.
No,
they're living. How long did a person live in the 1600s?
30 years, maybe.
30?
12 years, maybe.
Yeah. 12?
Ever seen those old pictures of like Ben Franklin? He was 19.
Yeah.
Fucking bald and white hair.
Covered in
his balls had
lesions.
Just dropped when he invented lightning or whatever it was.
Invented lightning?
What did he do? I don't remember.
He had weather control powers. I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that guy looked like he ate a lot of rat.
All right, would you rather eat a shoe or 19-year-old Ben Franklin?
Ben.
What about a horseshoe?
Yeah.
It's a big piece of metal. Is that what a horseshoe
I don't think
is?
you can eat it, really. I mean, if you're eating other shoes.
Is a horseshoe really metal? I know you like play with a metal horseshoe, but I don't fucking know anything about horses.
I mean, I think so.
All I know is how similar they are to cows. They're basically cows.
All right. Of all the shoes, what is top shoe for eating? Croc? Great. Croc. We settled it.
Sure, Croc.
Why?
Loafer of bread? I don't know. That's terrible. I tried.
All right, we've got pumpkin pie snacks to eat. We're going to eat them. Rate them on a 5-point scale. I love that, like that, indifferent to that, dislike that, and hate that. Let's eat the Kit Kats first. So this is the Kitkat Pumpkin Pie. As we learned from the Kit Kat tournament, most off-brand Kit Kats, off-flavored Kit Kats, are bad. So our expectations probably not high for this.
My expectations are high for this. I think this could be quite good.
Really?
Yeah.
I think most pumpkin pie flavored stuff that isn't pumpkin pie isn't great.
It's very strong smelling. It doesn't smell like pumpkin pie. It smells like a candle that's scented like pumpkin pie.
Well, I don't know why I had any optimism.
It also tastes like a candle.
It is also... Pumpkin pie is not this bright orange. This looks kind of off.
It tastes like a pumpkin pie from 1609.
Oh, it really does smell and have the consistency of like a pumpkin pie, like Yankee candle from the store, like when you go in and sniff it. Ooh, that's way too sweet.
I don't like pumpkin pie, but it's one of those things that I like. I'm sorry, I don't.
Fuck you.
I'll eat it.
Why, if you don't like it?
I mean, like I'm fine with it. Like if that's all it's around. I definitely prefer it over horseshoes, rats, human. It's like one of the things that I like the smell of. I think the same way of coffee. I hate coffee. I don't drink it, but I like how coffee smells. Like I'll put my nose in the grinds and smell them.
Yeah, why is it that like Thanksgiving is the only time we eat shoes? Why is that?
I don't know. Now, if you really wanted, who would be the prime person that everyone would be stalking back in the harsh winters, Thanksgivings of yore, was Shaq. Those shoes could feed a village.
Oh yeah.
You could pour 2 full cans of mead inside and then drink it out of it and then eat the shoe.
Filled to the brim with stuffing.
A lot of times there's pumpkin pie flavoring, but then there's pumpkin pie spice flavoring.
Yeah.
Which are two different things, right? Because the spice implies just like cinnamon, nutmeg, whatever, not actual pumpkin flavoring. But here they're trying to do some actual pumpkin flavoring. I went back and checked the package to make sure it wasn't pumpkin pie spice. Do you guys actually taste any pumpkin?
No.
Yeah, that back says crisp wafers and pumpkin pie flavored cream. Ooh. No, I don't know if like what I'm picking up from the taste is just the smell part that's getting to me as I eat it.
It's definitely got some of the spice in it because you can smell. It smells like pumpkin pie, partially because it's got like the cinnamon and nutmeg, like Chad said, sort of, but more on the smell and on the taste. It's almost like they added some like dairy to it to make it like the creaminess, but it doesn't taste like pumpkin at all. To me, it more tastes like a cinnamon. If you told me this was like a cinnamon nutmeg Kit Kat, I'd believe you. I don't think it. I'm rescinding what I said a little bit. You can taste the spice. To me, you can't taste the pumpkin at all. Like your brain is recognizing it's pumpkin pie, but I don't think if I just ate it and I had no idea what it was, I would assume it's some sort of like fall flavored Kit Kat, but I couldn't tell that it was pumpkin. So it's also way too sweet. That pumpkin pie is not this sweet usually. It's like not bitter, but it's just not like this strong of a sweet taste. So I'm giving this a dislike. That I don't think it's very good, and that's all that needs to be said.
All right. Dislike, Chad?
It is too sweet. It doesn't taste like pumpkin. Yeah, like it could be, if you told me it was like a cinnamon roll Kit Kat or something like that, I'd probably believe you. And I don't even really like the smell. Yeah, the taste is bad. The smell's bad. During taste, during smell, after taste, after smell. It's all kind of bad. That's going to dislike that for me too.
All right, we're going to have an unwelcome visitor. You guys said what needed to be said. These just aren't good. I don't know how they could have made a better version of this without putting actual pumpkin inside of it. So it's just, it tastes like, in my mind, I pictured it would taste, which is why I was surprised that you thought it would be good, Chad, because this is like pretty much what I assumed we'd be having. So
Just a dreamer, I guess. I don't know.
Starry-eyed dreamer.
3 dislikes, an unwelcome visitor. Let's eat the granola bar. These are the Sunbelt Bakery Pumpkin Spice granola bars. I really like Sunbelt granola bars. I used to have them all the time as a kid. So the regular ones and the chocolate covered ones, to me, are pretty good. So
never had one before.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever have either. This one doesn't smell like pumpkin at all, really.
Well, it's certainly not as over the top as the Kitkat.
Well, this one just says pumpkin spice.
Oh.
So it shouldn't taste like pumpkin.
No. It tastes like shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, what does it taste like?
Rat?
Pumpkin shoes.
A pumpkin shoe?
Pumpkin shoes.
A horse rat?
This is all getting good anyway. 5 minutes of us just everyone's chewing and everyone's going, rats?
Shoes? 1610 shoes. It's in my next Google.
I'm going to Google 1610 Crocs.
All right, Chad. What do you think of this thing?
I don't know about this one. I don't know if I taste any pumpkin pie spice at all. Maybe a little bit of cinnamon. Just a little bit. The granola bar itself is fine. It's actually like an alright consistency for a granola bar. It's not too dry, which is a problem that a lot of these ones have. But I just want something a little more from the flavor. I think the flavor is not really there for me. I'm going to stick with a high level indifferent to that.
Okay, and indifferent. Okay, let me fill you in here. Mm-hmm. The shoes of the common people in the 1600s were generally made of leather. While they are fairly simple in construction, they're also very durable. Soles were made of wood, cork, or extra layers of leather. And the uppers, the top of the shoes, were either tied or buckled in place. So that gives us no information. Yeah. It's a shoe, basically.
Well, what did you expect them to say? Like, the laces were typically made of pepperoni. Like, of course they're. We knew we couldn't eat it. Like, no one was confused about that. Well, guys, we're shit out of luck. Turns out the shoes are made of leather and wood.
The soles were made of pie crust and whipped cream.
I don't know when I'm eating these shoe soles that I can really taste the pumpkin spice. No.
The shoelaces are made of horse. The sole is made of rat. And the insole is human. So
a little gross.
So you thought you wanted to eat shoes, huh, big guy? Well, here, fucking go.
Check out this concoction.
Was that Crypt Keeper saying that? Oh, hello, friends. You want to hear a ghoulish good shoe?
These people thought they were going to get away with just eating shoes instead of humans. So I made them eat human shoes.
Hey, brother, eat this shoe. I'm a ghoul. Sorry. I cut that. Anyway, move. Who's rating this shit? Who's turn?
That's me. That's me. Ben Franklin was known for cucking wives.
You did. He's known for 2 things: cucking wives and apparently inventing lightning. The concept of lightning did not exist, the weather phenomenon, until he concocted it.
I forgot about that wife cuck thing. If you had waited a half second more, you would have got a spit take from me. That was about the biggest swing.
He's known for wife cucking. He's known for lightning, and he's known for inventing the Frankenshoe, which is made of horse, human, and rats.
His cuck tailors.
Or Franklin shoe, as it was known.
Franklin shoe.
The
Frankenstein was also.
It's actually called Franklin Shoes Monster, actually, if you want to be technical about it.
All right. So this granola bar, I think it's pretty good, actually. I like the texture and consistency of this granola bar. I don't know if it's just because I like these Sunbelt ones, and there's some nostalgia attached to it, but it's good. It's clearly very processed, but it doesn't taste like overdone. I feel like when you have a granola bar like covered in chocolate or something, it doesn't even taste like granola bar anymore. So when I go back and have these, it's not too bad.
That's a good point.
I'm going to give it a like that. So we've got an indifferent and a like. Geiger, what do you think?
It's confusing to me. I agree that it feels like it's not like overly sugary and glazed and processed. It tastes more like natural granola, but it does not taste at all like pumpkin pie or pumpkin pie spice.
No, I think that's why I like it.
Well, yeah. I can't even explain what it tastes like. It's just generically sweet. But even saying that, there is definitely a flavor to it, but it's just hard to explain. I don't know what, I couldn't compare it to something.
Yeah.
Tastes like almost like some kind of slightly flavored cereal, like pumpkin Cheerios if they stuck them together.
Yeah, right. It's a little Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk, like it was coated in that or something like that,
Yeah. So I don't know how to rate it. I don't love the taste.
Well, rate it on our 5-point scale.
Guys, I don't know how to do the podcast. Right. Which end of this mic do I talk into? I think I would
low to mid Frankenstein.
A high top Frankenstein is what I would call it. The old Ben Frankenstein's monster. Oh boy. I will give this an indifferent. I won't stop beating around the bush. I think I think it's well made, but I don't like the taste. So I'll kind of split the difference a little bit.
All right, it is firmly in the lead, and its only competition is a Pop Tart. So it's got a pretty good chance to take it home, but you never know. Chad, time for that seggy.
So it's Thanksgiving, and you know what that means. It's time to play the famous Thanksgiving game of the weakest drink. Okay, so for anybody that wasn't around last time we played weakest drink, here's
wasn't
the way this
around?
works.
Like where they weren't born yet?
Yeah. Here's the way this works. I give you guys some categories. You're going to go back and forth in those categories. You have 5 seconds to name something that meets that category. No repeats. You'll alternate back and forth. You're going to go for a minute for each round, unless I say otherwise. All right? So, are you ready? You guys remember how to play, I'm sure. Great.
Does it matter if we don't?
No, not really. Not really.
I'm yelling Wario meat regardless.
Well, not a bad one for this first one. So, the first category here is the weakest link. And so what you have to name for the weakest link is video games that I like, no Zelda games, and you cannot repeat something from the same series that someone has already said.
So we might as well just say a full series name if we want.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, or just one of the games from the series is fine. So we will get started in 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, Novak's up first. Go, Novak.
Super Mario Brothers.
My turn? Metroid Prime.
Star Fox.
Prince of Persia.
Lost Vikings.
Borderlands.
NBA Jam.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Donkey Kong.
Oh. WarioWare.
Dance Dance Revolution.
Oh.
Good one. All right. There we go. It's a minute. So, everybody gets a point for everything except Geiger does not get a point for Leisure Suit Larry.
Not true. You told me you played those repetitively as a child.
Yeah, that's not true. I did not play them. I Googled them and watched the videos while furiously wanking. So
animated lady jumping into a bed.
You would have got points for Frankenshue Ben, though.
Probably.
Frankensuit Larry. Just wearing the human skin as a suit, just
walking around cucking wives.
I invented lightning.
Just get everybody to sleep with you then. All right, round 2 is the weakest mink. So these are animals that I like, but just to make it a little bit more difficult, no bears, no dogs.
Wait, do minks count? Because you're kind of giving it away there that you love minks.
Am I?
But I thought you were going to say no mink, so we could say mink.
Yeah.
You can say mink if you think I like minks. Go ahead and say mink.
Wait, so no bears and no dogs. There's like the 2 animals we all know you like. This is just random crap.
Got to be a little bit tougher. Geiger, you're up in 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Pigs.
Kangaroo.
Elephant. This is so random.
Giraffe.
Turtle.
Zebra.
Chimpanzee. I don't fucking know.
Tiger.
Fuck those Madagascar things. Meerkat.
Wow.
Lion.
Monkey.
Armadillo.
All right, that's it.
Oh, did I miss my cue? I didn't hear it go up.
Oh, can you guys not hear the thing?
No,
I heard it. I heard it buzz. I heard him going,
monkey.
All right, Novak, you definitely get points for kangaroo, giraffe, and zebra, and armadillo. Those are fun.
Armadillo?
Yeah, they're fun as fuck, dude.
Unequivocal proof. I got proven wrong.
I'll give you points for lion, but I'm not going to give you a point for tiger. I think tigers are overrated.
That's fucking random.
Okay, going with Geiger. Pig, definitely. Elephants are fun. I like turtles. Chimp, no point for chimp. I don't think monkeys are any good. You said that Madagascar won meerkat. I think you were thinking of lemurs.
Yep.
I do like both meerkats and lemurs, so I will give you the point, even though you are a dumbass.
I was under the gun.
Yeah, well, and then your last one was, and so you don't get a point for that.
Wait a minute, did I say chimpanzee earlier?
Yeah.
Because then I said monkey at the end.
Yeah.
Monkey!
Monkey!
So by a score of 5-4, Novak wins.
Damn.
So Geiger, you are the weakest mink. Goodbye.
All
right.
See ya.
Third round. Here we go. This is the weakest ink. The weakest ink. So these are newspaper comic strips that I think are funny. All right. So
except you can't do Mary Worth.
No exclusion. Well, you can do Mary Worth if you want. All right, Novak, you're up here first. 3, 2, 1.
Foxtrot.
Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh fuck! I didn't think of that one. Peanuts. That's not funny.
I actually think you like Doonesbury for some reason. I don't know why.
Big Nate.
The one with Opus or whatever his name is with the big nose, like Northland or something. I don't fucking know.
What?
Monkey.
Opus. Hagar the Horrible. Your favorite.
Garfield.
Way over. Dick Tracy.
I keep waiting for the. Okay.
This is you.
But Pennyworth.
You're done. Dilbert.
Family Circus. I don't know.
The Lockhorns.
Marmaduke.
Okay.
I kept waiting for the beep to say my answer, not realizing that was the timer. I thought it was like D, go. And that's why I was waiting. I don't know why I was doing that.
Okay. All right, great. So running through these. Foxtrot, Novak, yes. Peanuts, I think Peanuts is funny.
That's just false. Peanuts sucks.
Big Nate, I've never actually read Big Nate, so I'm not going to give you a point there.
It's pretty good.
Hagar is not funny.
Is horrible.
Nope.
Hagar is horrible. What'd you say? Dick Tracy? What? That's not funny either.
That's hilarious, Dick Tracy.
It probably is funny.
Dilbert is unfortunately funny. I say unfortunately because the guy that writes it is like one of the biggest pieces of shit out there.
Oh, really?
But it is funny for sure. Or at least it used to be back in the day. Lockhorns, not funny.
What is
notoriously
Lockhorns?
one of the ones I hate the most. It's about this old bitter divorced couple.
Oh.
And like, or a couple that like should divorce, and they just every strip is just a single panel of one of them like insulting the other.
Yeah,
it's
like
fucking awful.
An old man,
awful.
just like my old bag of a wife. I wish someone would cuck her.
Where's Ben Franklin when you need him?
It'd be like your dinner tastes like a Franklin shoe. Like that was the strip.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wish I invented lightning so I could strike you down.
And the man was like a All in the Family type of guy. He just like sat on the
like an Archie Bunker,
like a lazy boy,
Mm-hmm.
and was like probably hugely racist. And
this is an older cartoon. It's like this is like the Andy Cat breed of cartoons where he's like slapping his wife and throwing snacks at her and shit like that.
It's like a nicer version of that.
Okay,
it's definitely something like my dad would laugh at.
Yeah.
Before you get into my list, Chad, I'm going to acknowledge right here and now that Novak and I both really fucked up because I don't know how neither of us said Far Side.
I was gonna say that. It's right there for you.
Yeah.
You missed out on that one. Anyway, okay. So your list here. So you said the top one, Calvin and Hobbes. That's a great call. Okay, so Doonesbury. I read it when I was a kid. I don't know why. It's not funny.
It's not funny. I just thought for some reason you and I had talked about it at some point. I don't know how it came up. Maybe in our Doonesbury of the Month club we had.
Oh, we also missed the hugely obvious one, non sequitur.
Yeah.
Oh, and we forgot Prince Valiant. I forgot about that one. Hilarious.
Opus or what? North Beach? What the fuck was that? I don't know what you were trying to say.
I'll show you
but...
Opus later. It's like he looks kind of like a platypus or something. You've definitely seen him, but it's the name of the strip is called like North something or something. West.
Yeah. Okay, well, no point.
Yeah.
Then you had two where you didn't make the buzzer. I think one of them you said Garfield after the buzzer, which I would have given to you.
Okay.
Because I did like Garfield as a kid.
I mean, I lost that.
Family Circus you're not getting, and Marmaduke you're not getting. So
Marmaduke is hilarious.
We also forgot Wife Cucker. Hulk Hogan.
So score was 3-1 Novak.
Yeah, I'm getting.
That's hard. That was a very hard one.
Yeah. Very hard one. Yeah. They're gonna get even harder here. But Geiger, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
3 in a row. Let's take a guess what the next one is.
Right.
All right. You're not gonna get it, but let's see.
I'm gonna guess too. Right. Go ahead.
Okay. The weakest think, and this is like scientists.
Oh, okay. Mine is the weakest kink. The things you like in bed the most.
Oh. Neither of those are correct. Okay. Instead, we've got the weakest Jar Jar Binks. So
wasn't gonna call that. I'll be honest.
So this is going to be Star Wars characters that I like.
Okay.
Oh, great.
So
who's first? Geiger.
Geiger is up first in 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Jabba the Hutt.
Chewie.
I forgot again, didn't I?
No, go.
No, go now.
Darth Vader.
Jyn Erso.
Luke Skywalker.
Han Solo.
Lando.
Oh, I don't think you like the new guys, but Kylo Ren.
Yoda.
Oh, man. I forget Wise Troll. Princess Leia.
Ben Franklin Kenobi.
Boba Fett.
Oh, I got one. The Sarlacc.
Salacious Crumb.
Mace Windu.
Emperor.
We're running. We got Boss Nass. I don't fucking know anymore.
Binks.
Okay. We can stop there.
You my boy, Binks. Binksy. Cause Misa gonna come.
I've like turned to liking Binks now, just because I like how much everybody hates him. The vitriol he inspires, I really enjoy it.
Okay, we'll score Geiger first here.
Mm-hmm.
So you said Jabba. Jabba is fun. I agree with that. Darth Vader, I like.
Yeah, nothing but a fat ass slug.
Yeah. Okay, so Luke is a tough one because if you're going from just the original trilogy, Luke sucks ass.
He's a whiny
like maybe
bitch,
the worst part. So whiny, annoying, etc. But I thought he was pretty fun in Last Jedi when he's like drinking the blue milk straight from that like space cow or whatever. That's pretty funny. So I am going to give you a point for Luke. Lando, you get a point. Yoda, you get a point because this is one of the hardest times I've ever laughed in my life. Was
Did he make you throw up?
Yeah, when he made me throw up, there was like they had the movies back to back, the original trilogy in the theaters. They were all released at the same time, and I saw all three in one day. And there's some scene where he's training Luke in Dagobah in the middle movie, and he like makes some face that I was drinking soda at the time, and it just made me laugh, and I spit taked and ended up puking all over myself. I had to call my mom.
Had you never seen the movie before?
I had, but like not in a while, and like I don't know what it was about his facial expression that just made me laugh. I was laughing and I ended up puking. Had to go leave the theater, call my mom to bring me a change of clothes so I could finish watching the rest of the movie.
That story got fucking nerdier with every 2 seconds.
Epic nerd story of all time. Mother, bring me clothes. I must stay for the rest of the trilogy. Why'd you puke? Do you feel sick? No, you made a funny face. It was real clever looking.
No points for Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No.
You said the Sarlacc, not really a character, so I'm not going to give you a point for that. I don't think I'm going to give you a point for Mace Windu. He's kind of
Sam Jackson.
Yeah, I like Sam Jackson, but like out of those movies are
That's
just
fair.
so bad.
That's kind of running out of character.
Boss Nass, is that Jar Jar's?
No, he's like the underwater guy, like that.
Yeah.
Go down.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you a point for that because he has that all-time like cheeks shaking moment where he goes like, "Brrr." That's really stupid.
Eat rat. He was the original.
It's time for the Gungans to eat each other.
Jar Jar, pass me your shoes.
Okay, Novak. So definitely you get Chewie because he's the most fun to imitate of any fictional character ever, probably. Jyn Erso, good call. I that's my favorite Star Wars movie.
I knew you liked that movie.
I did too. I just couldn't think of any other names.
Yeah, and I think she's really good in it. Han Solo is good. Kylo may be the only character from the new trilogy that I actually do like, so I will give you a point for that.
Yeah, thought I did good here.
Leia, boy, oh boy, oh boy, she's just not great.
Wow.
Swipe left.
She's just not great.
Okay, Boba Fett is a tough one because Boba Fett does look cool, but ultimately he's like so insignificant, and like there's just so many like fanboys that like drool all over him and stuff. So I don't think I'm going to give you a point for Boba Fett.
Yeah, those fanboys that drool over Boba Fett are dumb. The real fanboys puke all over themselves for Yoda.
Salacious Crumb is a good time. You get a point for there.
Well, hold on.
Nope.
Hold on. Boba Fett is insignificant, but Salacious Crumb has got 30 seconds of screen time makes it on there. That's his one line. As he gets electrocuted or some shit.
He's got a really great laugh now. Come on.
He does. That's true.
Emperor Palpatine. So another tough one because Palpatine is lame as hell in like the original or the prequel trilogy, and really, really awful in that last one that came out. But he was a pretty menacing villain in the original trilogy, so I'll give you a point for that. And I am going to give you a point for Jar Jar Binks.
Yes,
I can't give you a point for Boss Nass and then not give you a point for Jar Jar. So by a score of 7-6,
you definitely could.
This is entirely arbitrary, but sure. I don't make the rules, guys.
Of 7-6, Geiger, you are the weakest Jar Jar Binks.
Fuck.
Goodbye. All right, one last category, and we're just going to go until the music expires on this one.
It's 30 minutes of nonstop weakest link music.
Here we go.
Dark web weakest tall drink of water.
Way more effort than it was worth, I think.
So this is the dark web weakest tall drink of water. So last time we did weakest tall drink of water, which was you guys naming hunks. This is the dark web version of that. So you need to name hunky mascots. Mascots that I think are hunks.
Like food mascots? Or like team mascots?
Any mascot.
Okay.
Any. This is the dark web, home of the mascots, as you know.
That's all people go on there for.
Mascot porn.
So, Novak, as the dark web expert, you are going to go first on this one.
And, they got to be attractive to you? Or you just like the mascot?
Yeah.
Okay.
2, 1.
Yeah, that doesn't clear it up.
Tony
Go,
T.
Novak.
Tony T.
Tony T. All right.
Diggum Frog.
Man, I can't think of anybody. Lucky Charms. Lucky.
The Cap'n Crunch.
Oh, the cat. The Benny the Bull.
Count Chocula.
Frankenberry. Franklinberry.
The bird from Cocoa Puffs.
Shaq.
Nah. Pillsbury Doughboy. Shaq is not a mascot.
Sure. Who's the Reese's Puffs guy? Little Ashty.
The Applejacks kids.
Why can't we talk about these guys all the time? We can't think of any of them.
Oh, Pillsbury Doughboy. There's one.
Messenger Boy.
The Noid.
Quick Rabbit.
Ben Franklin from the Quaker Oats box.
Larry. The Chiquita Banana Lady.
Oh, she's hot. Trix Rabbit.
Sun-Made Raisins Lady.
The athletes on Wheaties.
I forget.
All right, we'll stop there. We'll stop.
Salacious breadcrumbs.
It's just the buzzer going off. I was going,
I don't know. We talk about these mascots all the
We've
time.
ranked these mascots before. We just can't figure it out now.
I couldn't think of how. We should have named Grimace.
He's hot.
All right, this is gonna be the hardest one to score yet
Because we didn't name actual mascots.
0-0.
The Gordon Fisherman was a real hottie we missed out on.
All right, so here we go. Novak, you said Tony the Tiger. That's a slam dunk, easy point there. Lucky Charms, Lucky.
Yeah, Lucky is the Lucky Charms guy.
No. Let's see. Then he's Benny the Bull. You're talking about the Bulls mascot, right?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah, you get a point for that. Frankenberry.
No explanation at all. Yeah, that makes the list.
Frankenberry's good.
Frankenberry's good. Frankenberry's good. Then you said Shaq, which was not a mascot, and I think you came in after the buzzer on that one anyways. So no point there. Then you said little Yachty.
No, he's a little Yachty.
Malcolm Yachty.
I'm not going to give you a point for Yachty. Then you didn't say anything. The buzzer just went by. Then you said Messenger Boy. And while Messenger Boy is tied up in my basement, you do not get a point for Messenger Boy. Quik. What's Quik? A rabbit or something?
Yeah, the Nestle Quik guy.
Yeah, right. Okay, point for that.
You didn't even know who he was. Are you just giving a point for naming a mascot at this point? Yep, that's legitimate. All right, I'll count it.
Yeah. Quick Rabbit. I'm looking at Quick Rabbit. No point for Quick Rabbit. Quick Rabbit looks.
Wait a second.
Unfortunate.
It's a cartoon rabbit. Now that I see it.
Yeah. So Chiquita Banana Lady, I'm disqualifying because she's not hunky.
Okay.
Needed to be hunky, and the Sun-Made Raisins. Are those the ones that sing I Heard It Through the Grapevine? Right?
No. There's a lady on
California.
top of the thing. Yeah, so she's also not hunky because she's a lady.
Okay. I would have given you a point for the California Raisins because they have a very
because they're very
voice.
hunky.
Yeah, good singing voice.
Oh, actually, let me look them up. Oh, wait, they're just raisins. Raisins.
Oh, they're unfortunate.
Okay, so Geiger, point for Diggum Frog. That's a good one. Captain Crunch, too old.
Military man.
No point there. Yeah, that doesn't do it for me. Count Chocula, I am over vampires. So no point for Count Chocula.
He's out for you today.
I'm just getting my ass kicked here for literally nothing I can do.
The Cocoa Puffs, the Cocoa Puffs bird is significantly more handsome than the Quik. Wait, the Quik was a rabbit or a bird? The Quik was a rabbit. Okay, the Cocoa Puffs bird is handsome. 1 point.
Glad we had a scientific method to get there. What was that other thing? No, that wasn't hot. Okay, this one is. What the fuck are we doing? We're waiting 5 minutes for you to decide whether a chocolate bird gives you a boner.
Okay. Pillsbury don't. So then you said Pillsbury. You had a great streak here of 3 in a row because first you said the Pillsbury Doughboy, which I'm going to give you a point for. Then you said the Applejacks kids. I'm not giving you a point for kids.
I forgot they were supposed to be hunky.
But then you said Pillsbury Doughboy again. So...
Hey, I should get a point again. You said he was hunky.
And you said it in such a way that it was like a revelation. Like, oh, I got one. Pillsbury Doughboy.
In the span of 2 turns, I forgot what I said.
Noid, we previously established I don't like the Noid, so there's no point there. Then you said Ben Franklin.
Yeah. He's a mascot.
You did correct it to Quaker Oats guy.
He invented Quaker Oats and lightning and cucking.
Which someone told us that the Quaker Oats guy was a guest we had who like worked for
Leah,
a company. It was like, yeah. Oh, Leah told us, and his name was Larry.
Then you said Trix Rabbit.
Yep.
So this is where I wanted to bring up the comparison to the Quik Rabbit.
Gotcha.
The Trix Rabbit is much better looking than the Quik Rabbit, so I will give you a point for the Trix Rabbit. Then you just said Wheaties, which
I said Wheaties athletes, like Michael Phelps. Okay. He's hot.
Yeah, that's not specific enough, so no point there. But by a score of 4-3, Geiger, you win. Novak, you are the weakest dark web tall drink of water. Goodbye.
Nice. Rabbit. I'm looking up these rabbits. How is Trix Rabbit so much more handsome than Quik Rabbit?
Look at those big ass buck teeth on Quik Rabbit.
Yeah, that's what rabbits have.
Oh, no. Google Quik Rabbit nudes and then Trix Rabbit nudes, and then you'll see.
He's got a huge hog.
I see it now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, that's it.
Let's get a Pop-Tart. All right. From the magic of podcasting, we have now piping hot Pop-Tarts. Popping hot pipe tarts.
We got a little pipe tart over here.
We should note that Chad did text us before the show and asked us how long to toast.
I was so confused.
We needed directions on toasting a Pop-Tart.
Because you guys just have regular pop-up toasters.
Yeah.
You don't have to set a timer.
We have both, but yeah.
Right.
Also, I haven't eaten a Pop-Tart in, I don't know, like a really long ass time. Or did we try any for this pod? I don't remember.
We were just trying to figure that out. I don't think any of the three of us really like Pop-Tarts.
No.
So this rating might be a little skewed, but
had them occasionally in a pinch at work, but they're like, meh.
A pinch. A Pop-Tart emergency.
I was in a real bind, and the only solution was Pop-Tart. And then if that doesn't work, I try to find a pipe tart to eat.
Right.
They're a lot crunchier.
If that doesn't work, a shoe or a rat.
Right. I skulk around the hallways of my office. Now, what are you doing? I'm like, looking for a rat. I'm hungry.
How long do I toast this shoe? That's what I should have asked you guys. Quick control F of the snack ratings spreadsheet reveals we have not tried any Pop-Tarts yet.
So this is just the straight up pumpkin pie flavored Pop-Tart. I think it's a limited time thing just around the holidays. Does have frosting, a white frosting on top.
Is that normal for a Pop-Tart?
I think they usually have frosting, don't they?
So they usually have frosting. Some of them have like this goo you can squirt on them, but that's more like the toaster strudel type stuff. So some of them let you squirt their goo on them. Ben Franklin liked to cuck his Pop-Tarts.
Whatever that means. You're fucking down in it, Geiger.
Yeah.
Ben Franklin invented lightning so he could toast his Pop-Tarts before he cucked them. It's the story of Ben Franklin.
That's the only reason he invented lightning. He wanted warm Pop-Tarts.
I need a way to warm up these Pop-Tarts before I cuck them. What?
They invented Pop-Tarts before lightning somehow.
Let me draw the plasma energy from the clouds.
Is he fucking Magneto now? Like, what the fuck is he doing? Was Ben Franklin the first space alien?
He wanted a hot Pop-Tart, okay?
Back then, your only Pop-Tart flavors were rat, shoe, and horse. So that was no good.
Yeah, they hadn't invented the human-flavored Pop-Tart yet.
That was last resort.
What are you having, Ben? Pop-Tart. It's just Joe's arm, you fuck.
Look, if you're gonna eat Joe's arm, at least have the decency to draw the plasma energy from the clouds first to warm it up. Don't eat his arm cold.
All right, Chad, what do you think of this Pop-Tart?
I don't know. I keep going back to it and eating more. I don't like the frosting. I think that's actually, I think this would be better without the frosting. Like, the filling's actually not terrible, which I can't believe I'm saying that. You know, the crust itself is like whatever, like it's fine. The frosting really brings it down, I think, because it's a little too sweet and too distracting from the flavor of the filling, which I think is better than the actual. It's the best flavor there is the filling, but when you have this overwhelmingly sweet frosting, it draws away from that. So I'm just gonna stick with an indifferent to that for these, I think.
All right, I went out of order there. Oh well,
Yeah.
I fucked up. Okay, I will go. I thought I was gonna give it an indifferent when I first ate it because it wasn't as bad as I thought, and then I got about halfway through and felt ill. Because it is actually nasty. It's very nasty.
Turns out it was nasty.
So it's not awful. I think if you like Pop Tarts, my wife likes Pop Tarts, tried it, said it was great. I think if you are a Pop Tart fan, you could like this. I don't think this flavor is really in my wheelhouse either because I'm a big pumpkin fan. So it had a lot working against it. I'm going to give it a dislike dat. So it's going to need a love, Geiger, if it wants any shot of winning. So do you love this thing?
It's not good. It's none of these things really taste like pumpkin pie. I think when I feel like pumpkin pie, I'm like, oh, this is the flavor I'm getting. And it's this kind of generic sweet flavor with a little bit like cinnamon in it. It's not bad. I ate the whole thing.
Means nothing.
It's not bad. I like, it's not horrible. But it's not awesome. Like, to me, this is just there. It's just basically a sugar-filled bread, which is all of these. I feel like every Pop-Tart tastes roughly the same. It's like a fruit kind or, a special flavor like this, a cinnamony kind. So I am going to say, mine was, I thought I toasted it well. I used the right amount of plasma. That it wasn't a failure of preparation. I don't think this is all that tasty. An indifferent. I can't say I hate it because I ate the whole thing, but far cry from the love that it's going to need.
Okay, probably not too many surprises today, but the Sunbelt Pumpkin Spice Granola Bar wins it barely. Nothing too awful or nothing too amazing this time through. Geiger, where can the listeners contact us?
Yeah, if you have thoughts on the hunkiest tall drinks of water or Star Wars characters or anything like that.
The Lockhorns. Tell us what you think about the Lockhorns.
If you're the author of Lockhorns, I hope you work through your issues. If you, I want to hear from all my Marmaduke heads out there. You can reach us at youtrieddat@gmail.com. We're on Facebook. We have a You Tried Dat group there. We're on Twitter, # You Tried Dat. We are also on Instagram and YouTube. Listen to us, share it with your friends and family. Let us know what you think. Give us your own ideas on ratings, suggest snacks, suggest a question for the mailbag, all that good stuff. As always, thank you again for listening every week.
All right, I opened some Lockhorns. To give you
open some Lockhorns.
A couple of these. I've opened the Pandora's box that is the Lockhorns.
Never heard of this.
It has Leroy as the guy.
Yeah.
He's storming away from his wife, saying, "If I know how to push all your buttons, why can't I find the mute?" It's the entire comic. So that's probably a good idea of what's going on there. And one, he just walks in with a really happy face, swinging open the door to his wife, who's looking upset. He says, "Something smells good. Are you not cooking?" Really a weak line.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm sorry. Did you say this was leftover or run over? And he's pointing at his plate.
Right.
What the fuck? That's not nice.
He's in the hospital recovering from something. And the wife says, "The doctor says you'll be out of here and back on the sofa in no time." So she's just, this guy's probably fucking had a triple bypass, and she's just throwing flipping shit at him. And then there's one where he's standing above the bed and he's just saying, you're a completely unfuckable hag.
Wow. They got really serious at the
end. Oh, I have this one here too that I'm looking at where she's standing on top of him with like she's got a giant telescope pointed right at his crotch, and she says, "I can't find it." You guys know that one?
There's another one where the mailman's got pinned up against the wall, and she's screaming, "It's so much bigger than yours, Adam." We got really direct at the end. Yeah. At the husband.
Oh, at him.
Screaming in the mailman's face, "It's so much bigger than yours!" Who the fuck's this mailman? Why is he just dropping off the mail, man?
Oh, I found this other one here.
Did you?
Yeah. Where Leroy is looking at her and he's really mad, and he says, "Were I able to summon the power of the plasma from the clouds, I would strike down upon thee." That was pretty good.
Oh, it just the strip ends. Did it ever end? There's like ones with
did it ever end? Did it ever really end?
Because there's like recent ones here that are talking about like the travel ban and stuff, right? Yeah. So this fucking thing is still going.
There's one where it's just Leroy staring at her with contempt, saying, "I hope you get fucking COVID." Oh, that's topical. That's weird, but topical, I guess.
Oh, I wish someone would stop the steal of my dignity. All right. We've got Jelly Belly episode coming up next week. All Jelly Belly. So join us for that. And then Christmas will be here soon. You know what that means. Impossible Meat.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Stop swearing, Sam.
This year we doing Impossible Shoes this year. Is
Impossible Rat.
We'll be back next time. We're trying out 3
Impossible Feet.
brand new snacks.
Yep.